I want to pick your brain on some Blink stuff just a little bit
Yeah,
because you guys toured with them 1998, PooPooPeePee. That was Travis Barker's
yeah,
first tour with them, which is pretty
yeah.
wild. But there's a lot of similarities between you guys and Blink when I was looking at it. Like both formed in 1992, both had a founding member replaced, both worked with Steve Kravac, Darren Doan, who's been on the podcast,
Yeah.
Jerry Finn. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So when do you first remember, I guess, crossing paths with the Blink dudes?
I remember being down in California a bunch. Like in the early days of the band, we were in California all the time. We'd go down there and just be there for a show, but we'd hang out for like a week or two after and just like kick it with friends and all that, sleeping on floors and couches and stuff. And I remember hearing about Blink down there, and we had some mutual friends. And so I think Elise from Dance Hall Crashers scooped me and Mike up, and I think we went and saw Blink play out in like Corona or something, like the Showcase Theater, something like that, Corona or Riverside. I can't remember what town. But we went out and saw them play back. This must have been like 96 or 7. Uh, and she knew them. And so she introduced us. We're like, hey, and like Mark and Tom knew us. And I don't, Scott was always kind of quiet too, which is interesting because like Travis is quiet too, right? So like it makes sense, right? Tom and Mark are the big loud ones. Uh, but Tom and Mark knew who we were. And so it was kind of like a mutual admiration site. Like I had Cheshire Cat and like I loved it. I thought it was great. Like we listened to it in the van on tour all the time. And so we all met and we're like, oh, dude, it's so great to meet you. This is awesome. And like, I think we brought Mark a shirt or something like that. And there's some pictures from way back wearing like an old white MxPx shirt, which is like the logo of the guy on the chest. But they played the show and they're like, hey, let's go kick it afterwards. And so like, typical fashion in the old days, I think like we all ended up like at Denny's or something like that after the show, just kicking it, having some food and talking. Yeah, just one of those things where we were just like fast friends when we met. Like we were all kind of the same wavelength of just like like just playing some fast fun pop punk and like like making jokes and having a good time.
There was a picture that surfaced a couple years back, and I just shared it on my Instagram not too long ago. But it's that 1998 tour, and it's you guys, Phoenix TX, and
Hmm.
Blink, and everybody's just smiling. Man, it just looks like the best summer camp like
Yeah,
ever.
it was great. I mean, like I said, we were already like years into being like a couple 2 3 years into being buds with the Blink guys, and so like they had Damn It had kind of started getting played a bit and got a little popular, and so they were doing bigger shows. So like, hey, you want to go on tour and open for us? Like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's rad. Like, get to hang out with our buds. And then, God, who all opened on that one? Phoenix TX wasn't straight up opening on that one. I don't think. I think they just came out to a show and were like hanging out in
Oh,
like Texas somewhere. I think is when that picture was.
I know
But I can't
Homegrown
remember who
was
it was.
on some.
Homegrown was on. That's right. Homegrown was on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Those guys are great. Uh, but yeah, it was one of those things where it was like, yeah, let's go hang out. And I think that was in '98. And we had just done the whole Warp Tour in the States. And we got off Warp Tour and we're really excited to go like, oh, let's go do some club shows at Blink. And then they all ended up being like outdoor shows and like Warp Stage kind of things. So we're like, oh, it's just the same thing. But it was great. It was fun. There's a picture out there somewhere of all of us. Like, I don't know where we got them, but we got like cycling, like those really tight, shiny shirts with like all the logos that like zip up real tight for like, like actual like cyclists riding down the freeway and shit. And there's a picture of all of us wearing those in like the front of their bus or our bus, something like that, and just like us being idiots, having a good time.
Oh, that's fucking funny. I haven't
Yeah,
seen that. If you find that, send it to
it's
me.
it's around somewhere. It pops up every once in a while online. People will post it. I'm like, ah, yeah. And like I think me or Mark have it like unzipped all the way down. We're just like, "Ew."
I love it.
Yeah.